This is Talk About Topeka on Gab Local TV and TV 25. This episode brought to you by Field of Greens and The Break Room. And here's your host, Chris Schultz.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Talk About Topeka here on gablocal.tv and TV 25. It's very exciting to be here with you today, and of course the excitement drains a bit when I tell you that Frank is with us too. I'm sorry about that.
What do you mean? Oh, was I supposed to be paying attention to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. Are you
So,
not? See,
yeah,
I have to test you out every once in a while just to make sure that things are working. No, did you have a good week, Frank?
Yeah, I kind of did. Except, when I make mistakes like that. You just
That was
saw
good.
right
That
there.
was like a
That
fancy.
I
That was
just wanted to
fancy.
put this on the screen.
There you
So
go.
I had the last guest on there from whatever. And
You're so vain. You
I'm
probably
so-
think this segment's about you.
well, my name's on the screen. So there
Okay.
Have a
There you
nice
go.
day.
There you go.
Now
Great.
it's gone.
Good stuff. Okay, so now we have an exciting show for people this week, and we wanted to play a few segments from last week's show that we missed because we had some really big things happening with TV 25 last week. We were going live all over the place, and so it was very exciting. And so it caused a couple of glitches that stopped our traditional episode from airing at the right time. So we want to make sure we get this out. Now, if you've seen our website, you probably have seen this segment already because we have a full archive on there. That's at gablocal.tv. But we have the 40th governor of the state of Kansas joining us. That's John Carlin. He's telling us about what's going on in Kansas and what we can do to help our beloved state out. So that's
He's trying
very
to
exciting.
save Kansas.
The Save
That's it,
Kansas
yes.
Coalition
That's
of
it.
4 governors, 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, who've decided we need to save Kansas and our education system. So it's very cool that they'll be here. They actually were here. Should have been on last week's show. Were on last week's show, but we had a glitch there. So we wanted to make sure we get them on again this week. So that's exciting. We've also got a segment with a new hired employee that we have here at gablocal.tv. Cole Harrington, he got his sea legs for the first time on the air here on television. He's done some stuff on YouTube and such online, but this is our first television experience. We'll be talking to him about how cool it was to co-host the Lenexa Independence Day Parade that happened on, which day did that happen on, Frank?
I think that was the 4th of July.
Good call.
I'm assuming. I actually sat at home and watched and laughed at you guys the whole morning. It was pretty
Did you
fun.
like it? Was it fun?
It was fun. I mean, you guys. I kept sending Cole messages saying like, "Hey, adjust your microphone," or tell Brian that we're off the air, or da da da, and don't read this on the air. Oh crud!
So
He's
you
gonna
were
read it.
you were
yeah.
basically running like master control in a typical situation. You were like there running the output. Brian was there sending the signal out and editing the cameras together and all that stuff. It was a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I basically was troubleshooting the day from home. And
Yeah.
of course there's a delay when you do that whole internet thing and that's all amazing. So, by the time my text received you guys, it was already fixed.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. Good job.
Absolutely, absolutely. But there's so much that goes into that, and we're all learning how to put all these pieces together. And that technology's made it available for us to do some really cool things coming up here in the future. And I don't know, we got more things coming up. That's all I can say about that.
Well, it wasn't your first time going live. It was actually the second time that you'd been live. You did the what was that?
Tonganoxie Sesquicentennial.
I'm not even going to try to say that. So no.
Yeah, it was a good time.
But you guys it was a great time. Things have improved. It was so much better. It really was a good time for the Lenexa Parade.
Yeah. Well, we're getting better at it, and we're enjoying what we're doing. I certainly had a lot of fun. Another thing we did, the Safe Streets Coalition meeting was this week, and I went over there, of course, and hosted, as I do every week or every month when they have that meeting. It's the first Wednesday of the month at the Great Overland Station. We had a great presentation, a lot of good information out. Of course, we get crime stats from the police department. We learned about a summer camp that they have it's not really a summer camp, but it's just a kind of a experience that they've put together. The Shawnee County Sheriff's Office working with the schools. They have some pretty cool programming that we learned about. And then we met Zach Aarons, the president and publisher of the Topeka Capital Journal.
We've already met him before.
We did. He's
right
been on
here
our
this-
show,
right
absolutely.
here,
But
yeah.
he gave a great presentation to the group of people. Everybody was thoroughly entertained. The guy knows how to talk to people. I'll tell you, he should be in communications.
Unlike you have no idea. All you do is ramble on. So what? Oh,
Really?
Yeah, that's. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Mom. I said
So-
I wouldn't do that anymore.
You got 50 seconds, Frank. I guess you're going to have to figure out how to end this thing.
Oh, you know what? I do this editing in post, and I have no trouble talking at all. You know, let me just tell you a story about Chris. No, I'm not.
I'm waiting.
You're wait. Oh, you. So you want me to close out this segment as well? Okay, I can do that.
I'm
But
just
see,
waiting.
I've seen you do this so many times. Why don't you just come on in here? Come on in and you know run the controls as well.
Is that
while
really
you're
what
doing
you want me
it.
to
Sure,
do?
yeah.
You want me
Okay.
to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, I've taken this over, and we're gonna end in 11 seconds. And here we go. Back to Frank.
Oh, now I'm not centered. Thanks a lot. No, thanks for tuning in. We got more coming up. So join us here. Look at gablocal.tv, and everything is going to be great.